Nigel, Pete, you've both had the privilege of pulling on the Hawks shirt. Can you tell us where it all began for you and any fond memories of the playing days?
Well, I arrived in '98. We were fresh international, what was Juicing 2, which is the equivalent of National 1, I think. Now, had a great season, got promoted. I think my best memory as a player was probably, actually wasn't promotion, was starving off relegation in the Championship when we beat Bedford here. Packed house, and we needed a win to stay up, which we did, and big scenes and big celebrations afterwards. I think as a coach, certainly the 12-13 season when we got promoted, we beat Worthing here with 1,500 people, 2,000 people here supporting. So that was a big day for the club. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Nigel?
Well, I've been here a long time, and that goes back pre-professional rugby. I guess one of the highlights as captain was the first time that we lifted the Oxfordshire Cup. That was a big day for the club, where for the first time we had a real sort of great atmosphere at Iffley Road. We had 500 people there, and that was a fond memory. In terms of the coaching, I guess the promotions that we've had have been absolutely exciting. Probably the most memorable was beating Bedford when they were in the Premiership in the what was then the Tetley Bitter Cup, and then taking 1,000 from the town down to Kingsholm, seeing us there with a game which we didn't put ourselves to shame at all. We were very competitive, and there was 10,000 there that day at Kingsholm. So.
Nigel, over the past 4 seasons, it's either been promotion or relegation. What level do you think the Hawks belong at?
I seriously believe that we can be competitive in National 1. But if you look at it, and you quite rightly say that it's been up and down and so on, but if you look at it, it's all about the funding and what levels of funding that you can get. To produce a sustainable rugby club at National 1 is a real challenge, without sort of serious money men and so on, which we haven't got. But I believe that with the structure that we've got here, the facilities that we've got here, the expertise that we've got here, that we can be a National 1 club. Obviously, we've got some hard work to do this season first before we start setting our thoughts elsewhere.
How do you intend to take them up and then keep them up?
Well, it's about, as I said, developing a squad. And I think what we've got this season is developing a squad. They're a young bunch of players. And if you like, it's a bit of a squad in transition. So it's about developing it and seeing it as probably a 3-year plan to be able to then say, right, how can we compete with the likes of the fully professional sides that you do have in National 1. That's a big challenge, but we believe we've been there before, and we believe that we can do it again.
Pete, in your opinion, where have the biggest challenges been so far this season?
Obviously, like Nigel said, it's a young group, so getting consistency has been difficult. But to be honest with you, the hardest thing is getting the players to believe how good they can be, and having belief, and because they're a really special bunch, and when it clicks, they're really special. But sometimes I don't think they believe how good they can be, and it's trying to instill that in them, and confidence, and if they get a couple of good results, confidence will grow, and we'll go from strength to strength, hopefully.
You take on Clifton this afternoon, who have really struggled on the road this season. Have you targeted this as a must-win game? Well,
not particularly. We find ourselves where we are. I think we lost 4 on a trot now, and they've won 3 on the bounce, so their spirits will be high. And we've had a tough week after last week's game down at Canterbury. Obviously, a lot of soul searching and going back to basics. So hopefully, we'll come out today and treat it like any other game, just with a little bit more bite in our stride.
Guys, thank you very much. Best luck for today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.